The New York Knicks just sent a terrifying message to the entire NBA as fans now look at this team a lot differently than they did in the past. A team that was widely regarded as a good team but not a great one. Now the NBA has been put on official notice, and we are going to break all of this down. Multiple things to go over. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into things as always. Guys, if you are part of that 66% of subscribers or not subscribers, viewers that are not subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe to Knicks Digest right now, or the Knicks might lose game 2. If you subscribe, the Knicks will win it, or that's what I'm being told from the outside sources that don't exist. But let's jump into the video. There's a lot to talk about here. You scared yet, Boston? I would be. The New York Knicks just showed the Boston Celtics what's going on here, and on top of that, there's a lot more to go over as the Boston Celtics are dealing with multiple injuries and a bunch more as well to discuss, as the Celtics, they're not noticing something from the Knicks that is really going to throw them off, and we are breaking this down. Look, guys, there's a lot to talk about, obviously. The New York Knicks, they just won against the Boston Celtics, coming back in a 20-point comeback, which is the largest in their playoffs since at least 1996. At least 1996, because the tracking data does not go back any further than 96. So it could have happened, but there's no statistical proof of it. So as where things stand right now, since we started tracking comebacks, the Knicks just had the biggest one in their history against the Boston Celtics, a team that was widely regarded to be coming in and smoking the Knicks. Minus 800, 900 favorites at points at DraftKings. The New York Knicks just kicked the Celtics in the absolute teeth this series. Now, the Celtics, they did their thing in the first half. It was the same Boston Celtics we always see, a phenomenal team that's always battle-tested and ready to go, and face a New York Knicks team that they've beaten 4 times this season. However, the regular season is not the playoffs. The Celtics learned that the hard way as they went up 20 points, and the Knicks didn't just fold and decide, well, there's always more games after. They slowly came back. Jalen Brunson started to wake up after a slow half, and on top of that, we saw the New York Knicks go out there with fire and desire and show that they're not going to roll over and die because the Celtics went up 20 points. They were missing shots. The Knicks saw that, and they started putting together makes. And on top of that, the New York Knicks played phenomenal defense all game long. I mean, we saw Jason Tatum completely give out in the fourth quarter and in overtime, having 4 points, making both his free throws, but going 1 for 9 from the field and 0 for 5 from 3. An absolutely abysmal showing for one of the best players in basketball usually. Jason Tatum, he's been tested in the moment a lot. He has his fair share of clutch moments, whether it's against the Philadelphia 76ers after basically missing every shot 2 years ago in 2023 and then finishing the game at like 4 for 17 shooting, but had 3 straight three-pointers to give the Celtics a key win that would make the series a 7-game series. This series the Celtics also ultimately won, but on top of that, we've seen Jason Tatum hit that spinning buzzer beater on Kevin Durant. We've seen him have his clutch moments. Not tonight. And a lot of people are saying, oh, well, Jason Tatum was off his game. He was this, he was that. Well, yeah, sure, but this guy and this guy both had something to do with that. These aren't normal defenders. This is Wingstop out here. This is Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby out there. These are not your average NBA defenders, and they had a big part in things, and the Celtics are not realizing something about their style that Mikal and OG and the New York Knicks have figured out about them, and this is going to continue to impact the series as time goes on. Now, first things first, after the New York Knicks won that game, we heard the Knicks fans in there, but it was revealed that, as Ian Begley mentioned, an audible "Let's Go Knicks" chant and a "Go New York, Go New York, Go" can be heard in TD Garden as fans file out of the stands after New York's Game 1 win. The Knicks rallied from down 20 in the third to take the series opener in overtime, a game that we saw the New York Knicks completely take control of, especially in the fourth quarter when the best player in the fourth quarter, when the king of the fourth quarter, something the Boston Celtics know very well from their Isaiah Thomas days, Jalen Brunson came in and showed the world that he is not only the most clutch player in basketball, which is a bit ironic after something that happened tonight, but on top of that, showing why he's one of the best players on the planet. I've been saying all year Brunson's a top 10 player in the NBA. It's not debatable. It just takes till the playoffs for people to see it. Playoffs come around, Jalen Brunson does Jalen Brunson things. No man is more clutch in basketball than Jalen Brunson, so much to the fact that Reggie Miller openly said the Celtics can't let Jalen Brunson get the ball. They know he is Mr. Clutch in the NBA, and there's nothing that anyone can do to stop him, it feels like, in overtime. Well, he kind of stopped himself. Jalen Brunson had a wide open game-winning attempt, and he missed it. Open floater, shot he's hit 1,000,000 times, shot he makes 99 times out of 100. This was the one time he missed it. It is what it is, though, because the Knicks came back in that overtime and did their thing once again. Now, Brunson actually did not play well in the overtime. He missed 2 back-to-back wide-open threes that would have given the Knicks a lead. However, due to great offensive rebounding work, we saw OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges hit huge shots as well, going up by 6 points in overtime also. And something that has to be noted about this series is the Knicks made it ugly. They did what the Orlando Magic did. They made this an ugly series. They weren't letting the Celtics play their very formulaic style of basketball. And by formulaic, I'm not trashing the Celtics whatsoever. The formulaic style the Celtics use has worked time and time again to the point where this exact roster won the NBA Finals last year. So when I say formulaic, it could sound like a negative connotation. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the Celtics play a formulaic style where they get open early and often from 3. They attack the offensive glass well because that's the highest percentage of open threes you're going to get in basketball. What they're doing has worked. It's won them a championship. It's made them the favorites to win another championship. It's made them insane favorites over the Knicks. Guess what? They're still heavy favorites to beat the Knicks in this playoff series. That has not changed. However, what's changed is the mentality of it. The Celtics are now getting up after being punched in the mouth. The New York Knicks have all the momentum in the world. They just took home court advantage from the Boston Celtics after being down 20 points at the half, pretty much. I mean, this was a game that felt like the New York Knicks were screwed in. I came out to watch the second half, and I didn't even want to watch the halftime show when the Knicks were down. Dude, I went back to my bedroom, sitting in this chair I'm sitting in right now, and just played The Last of Us because I'm still sad about how episode 2 ended, so I'm just on a warpath right now. I didn't play the games until I saw that, guys. Until season 2, episode 2, I saw it. It ruined me. It was so sad, dude. But catch up if you're not in. I'm not going to spoil it here. But I am going to spoil all the Celtics fans' fun tonight because y'all just lost. And y'all didn't just lose because you missed a bunch of shots. No, the Knicks forced you to miss a bunch of shots. Zach Lowe mentioned it. Chalk up to shooting luck. There was some of that. But Knicks wings, especially OG and Mikal Bridges, were awesome. Darting in and out of driving lanes when Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown attacked mismatches. I can't speak. I'm so excited. Then flying out to shooters. There's a difference between flyby threes and clean catch and shoot threes. The Knicks were forcing these flyby threes. They were forcing the Celtics to shoot more uncomfortable threes than they've shot against them in previous games. In previous games, the Knicks have ended up getting beat and allowing an open 3 to the Celtics and just conceding. That didn't happen this time. What the Celtics thought was going to happen did not. So much that OG Anunoby's smiling. So clearly, this is working. The Knicks have a plan and they're executing it. And you do have to give Tom Thibodeau some credit there. Was it a great coach game by Tibbs? Not necessarily. Was it his best coach games of these games? Was this his best coached game of these playoffs? Absolutely no doubt about it. He subbed Josh Hart out when Josh Hart was being ineffective with the ball. He put in Deuce McBride, who was very effective after having a slow series last series. Again, I can't speak. This was the most exciting Knicks win of my life. And yeah, you can clown Knicks fans for that. No problem. We haven't seen championships. We haven't seen any of that. We're not going to sit here and defend that. We haven't seen that. So we're going to be excited. And we know that when Celtics fans are like, well, this is your NBA Finals. You know what? It's a damn good feeling. I'm going to own that. I'm going to be like, well, no, actually, it's just game 1. No! I'm having a great time right now. Y'all didn't expect that. Y'all just went into TD Garden thinking you were going to beat the Knicks by 20 at half. Y'all lost. Because Jason Tatum did what Jason Tatum does. He shot tour dates. He got OG and Mikal on him. This isn't some rando. This is 2 of the best on-ball defenders in basketball. Get ready. They're not done. And even so, you're expected to win this series, Celtics fans. So we're going to enjoy every second that we make you guys sweat. The way I'm dripping in sweat right now after watching that game. Literally, I need to go take a shower after this. This is insane. Also, my bedroom's 950,000 degrees for some reason. But that's not the point. Look, the point is the New York Knicks went out there and they did their thing tonight. They looked phenomenal. All through and through. All the Knicks players did. We saw Mikal Bridges play 51 minutes. That's not going to be sustainable over a series, though he is going to get some good rest in between. He didn't score the ball well, but he hit a massive 3 for the Knicks and got one of the great steals in New York Knicks history. I mean, I've said it before. I'm going to say it every time the Knicks win a game. I'm going to find a picture. Hang it in the Louvre. Mikal Bridges ripping that ball away from Jalen Brown, who's got the hands of Nerlens Noel. Look, this was fun. This was a fun win for the New York Knicks. It was a good game. We saw the Knicks play really, really good basketball. OG, Cat, Brunson, Josh Hart. I mean, Brunson missed that layup, and the Knicks still managed to go out and win. And Mikal Bridges had one of the best games of his Knicks tenure, just with the way he played in that overtime. And look, we saw the Celtics. Yes, Porzingis is sick. That had an impact on things. But keep making the excuses. I get it. The Knicks had 7 players injured last playoffs against the Pacers. It's why we didn't face you guys last year. Is what it is. You deal with it. You move on. Every team gets injured. Every team gets injury luck in their favor and against. It just is what it is. However, we look at this. The Celtics, Jalen Brown, a 6, 7 for 20. Jason Tatum, 7 for what? 23. Drew Holiday, 7 for 14. Actually a pretty good game, but Drew Holiday played great also. Those offensive rebounds were phenomenal by Drew Holiday. But 3, 7 for somethings. You guys got some July concerts going on or something here. I put this image in just to say that line. And it was way cornier than I expected. But look at that. All of it is because of this at the end of the day. It's all because Jalen Brunson did that. And I just want to play that again. Because how could you not want to? It's just a good feeling. But on top of that, what we saw was just a phenomenal game from Jason Tatum. From not Jason Tatum. He did not play well. But we did see a phenomenal game from Mikal Bridges at the end. Shout out Mikal. Shout out everyone on this New York Knicks team. What a game that was. Guys, video every day on Knicks Digest. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day. Go Knicks. Knicks in 4.